Welcome back, alumni, from the Avenue at St. Mary's College. My name is Judy Fian, and as you might know, I'm the Vice President for Mission. How exciting it is to be talking with you in your home, although you would probably like to be back here on campus. I am honored to welcome you on behalf of the Sisters of the Holy Cross, who founded and continue to sponsor St. Mary's College, and on behalf of the departments of Campus Ministry, the Center for Spirituality, and the Office of Civic and Social Engagement. I know these past months have brought many changes for all of us. Who knew we would still be navigating the impact of a global pandemic? We are all learning how to keep in touch with our friends, our families, and how to continue to engage our passions to be partners in making this world a more just place through our work, through our vocations. It is my honor and pleasure to share with you a glimpse of the community in which you have shared in the past and now join as a member of the Alumnae Board. As you know, the foundation of the college is rooted in a community of strong and courageous women who have made and continue to make a difference to this very day, the Sisters of the Holy Cross. We stand on the shoulders of these women and move into the future as partners with you as you continue to share your gifts and respond to the signs of our times. As you might recall, during the last academic year, we concluded the celebration of our 175th anniversary of educating women, and it continues with you. You are part of a very historic time in our history and a very challenging time in our world, a time when education has never been more important. You are part of the now. You, with your passion to learn, your willingness to share your gifts, and your expertise, are part of moving us forward with hope for the years to come. Thank you for saying yes. Let's begin our time today with a bit of history that provides a foundation for why your yes is so very important. This began in 1843 in France, many years after the French Revolution, when Father Basil Moreau, founder of the Sisters, Priests, and Brothers of Holy Cross, saw the importance of building up the faith community and the importance of education, with the hope that another revolution would never happen. Father Sorin asked Moreau to send sisters to respond to the domestic needs of the priests and brothers, but always with the openness to be engaged in education. Embracing this vision of educating the heart and the mind, 4 sisters said yes to leave their homes in France and travel 40 days across the rough and deadly waters of the Atlantic Ocean. Within a year, 1844, of being in uncharted territory in a new country, they responded to the needs of the Native Americans in this small town that is 6 miles north of St. Mary's, Bertrand, Michigan, where they embarked on the journey of educating young girls. The sisters didn't know the language. They weren't trained teachers. But during this time of disease and accompanying many orphans, they stepped out in faith and shared their gifts to build community in Bertrand. I want to pause to acknowledge and honor the Native people and their traditional homelands on which we stand, the Pokagon Band of Potawatomi and the Miami. With deep gratitude, we acknowledge the Native people and their culture within our community, as well as the land upon which we gather, pray, learn, and work. Your yes is another way that continues the pioneering spirit of the first 4 sisters who stepped out in faith. We are called to trust that God walks with us to carry on the vision of responding to the needs of today. After 10 years, the sisters moved to where St. Mary's is today. I know that none of you traveled 40 days across the rugged, stormy Atlantic Ocean to go to college, to begin your first job, or to go to work today. Yet you probably all have crossed many rugged plains, climbed high mountains, and overcome many obstacles to follow your dreams. You are women stepping out in faith to follow your hearts and take time to support the many women who are not only here today now, but the many who will come after. I invite you to reflect upon those times when you stepped out trusting, yet you didn't know what you would entail, but you believed it was important, and it had the potential to not only change your life, but the lives of others. You have said yes to the importance of engaging with the St. Mary's community and embarking on a new journey, one where you will explore new opportunities, overcome challenges, see life differently, and share your gifts, your dreams, and your passions to create a more inclusive, compassionate, and welcoming community. A community that promotes the importance of critical thinking in an academic environment, that values the spiritual growth of the whole person, of each person, and calls us to action to live the core values you see on the banners that surround the campus. I invite you to reflect and see the core values as invitations to action, to build community, to explore and deepen our knowledge of what it will take to see everyone as our brothers and sisters, to know that God's love is given so we can see and embrace all people as our brothers and sisters. They call us to respond and to accompany. Now let me share some of the first women leaders and mentors of St. Mary's. You, I want to say though, are the new leaders and mentors for the future. Mother Angela was the first American leader who responded to the needs of the settlers and Native Americans, opening schools for immigrants and opening orphanages due to the disease that was prevalent at the time and took many lives. Later, in 1861, Mother Angela responded to the call to have sisters serve the needs of the soldiers during the Civil War, but only if they cared for soldiers from both the North and the South, caring for the injured, standing with the people of God, regardless of who they were. After the war was over, half the sisters remained to care for the sick and the dying. It was said that they were the forerunners of the Navy Nurses Corps. When you embrace what it means to respond to others with dignity and care, you continue the vision of Mother Angela. The first president of St. Mary's was Mother Pauline. Under her leadership, St. Mary's evolved as a top-ranking college for women, one of the first Catholic women's colleges to confer a baccalaureate degree. She was willing to take a risk and propose the vision of building Lamont Hall during the Depression because she believed education stands for the highest development of mind and heart and aims to make its students women of ideas rather than women of mere accomplishments, by placing before them truth in its various aspects, literature, science, and art. People often remarked it was not so much what Mother Pauline did, but how she met the needs of the time and the spirit in which she met them. This is the same pioneering spirit in which you will continue to discover the love of God through learning and in sacred spaces and respond to the needs of the time. Sister Madaleva, the third president of the college, said, "If the college is to grow, we need to invite the greater world of thinkers and artists. The status quo no longer guarantees survival in tough times." Sister Madaleva was all about creating a home of beauty. She believed that if you seek beauty, you will see God. Her hands, her vision, and her heart left an imprint on the grounds. Your hands, your vision, and your heart will leave an imprint on this campus and continue onward into the future. Sister Madaleva modeled what it meant to educate the heart and the mind. She believed Moreau's vision of education that was how we educate the mind will change over time, but how we educate the heart is timeless. She was known to have said, "The best qualifications that I brought to my office were my ability to dream and my capacity to work." She was a dreamer and a doer. You are the dreamers and the doers. Your yes will make a difference. Take a moment to find those sacred places that allow you to be open to the challenges and opportunities ahead and believe in the promise of discovery. You are part of building a community in our global world where each person is treated with dignity and respect, where compassion and mercy are offered and new life and joy are possible. Remember, the college is not about the buildings, but the people who have walked the avenue. The combined efforts of the Sisters of the Holy Cross, faculty, staff, students, and alumnae have impacted the world and will continue with you.